Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alina and today I'm going to share with you my recipe for easy vegan Bolognese pasta made with soy pearls. So this is what we're going to use in order of appearance. Soy pearls. This is a plant-based alternative to chicken or various types of meat. We are going to pour some hot water on them and let them rehydrate, which only takes about 5 minutes. Next up, some vegetables, an onion, couple carrots, couple celery sticks. We've got some parsley and some garlic. Next, I'll be using tomato paste, some sherry cooking wine. You can also use dry white wine. Then we've got bay leaf and some ground nutmeg. I also have oregano, rosemary, and thyme. These 3 spices are optional. After that, I'm going to use half a cup of dry cashews. If you don't have a high-speed blender, please soak these in advance for at least a couple hours. I've got some better than bouillon vegetable-based broth. It's optional, but I think it adds some nice flavor to it. And then I'm also using nutritional yeast and salt and pepper. For the actual pasta, we're going to use fettuccine. Feel free to use any other shape that you like. And that's it. I've got 1.5 cups of soy pearls or some boiling hot water over them, just enough to cover. Next up, I'm going to chop my vegetables. Next, we're going to saute the vegetables. So it's been about 4 minutes. As you can see, the vegetables are getting kind of soft. So this is the time when we're going to add garlic. Mix it in. Then I'm going to add a pinch of nutmeg. I'm also going to add some thyme and oregano and some rosemary. Next, we're adding some tomato paste, about 5 to 6 tablespoons. Now I'm going to add a splash of sherry. You can also use dry white wine if you like. What alcohol does here, it helps bring out the notes of flavor in tomatoes that don't usually come out if you cook them without alcohol. We're just going to let it simmer a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to chop my soy pearls. So I drained my soy pearls and squeezed them lightly, but you can see that they are nicely rehydrated. So I'm going to chop them up into pieces that are about the size of a chickpea. Next, I'm going to make vegan cream sauce. I'm going to blend some cashews and I'm going to use better than bouillon vegetable base. And I'm also going to use some water, about 1.5 cups. We're going to blend it all in my blender. My pasta water is boiling, so I'm going to start cooking my fettuccine noodles. Adding some salt to the water. Next, I'm going to add about half of this 1 pound bag, so it'll be about 8 ounces or so. Now we're adding our cream sauce into the vegetables. And we're going to slowly and carefully mix it in. Note that this time I'm using a rubber spatula because it's easier to do it this way. So at this point, we're just mixing it all together. There's no need for the sauce to cook very long after this. If you have extra time, you can always cook this a little longer, or up to half an hour, 45 minutes, as long as you stir every now and then. All right, let's do a little taste test to make sure the seasoning is right. It's quite lovely. I think I'll add a little bit more salt and actually some pepper too. I'm about to drain my pasta, but before I do that, I'm going to get a little bit of pasta water. We'll probably use about half a cup of it or so to thin out the sauce. If the sauce starts out really thick, then as you mix it with pasta, the pasta will drink in a lot of that liquid. But if we save a little bit of water and then add it to the pasta and the sauce, then they actually come together quite nicely. All right, this looks pretty nice. I'm going to add some chopped fresh parsley and mix it in. Now for my favorite part, the taste test. It's very nice. I like that the sauce is really subtle, but at the same time rich. I can taste some nutmeg, a little bit of garlic. Soy curls have this nice texture, not too chewy. All in all, I think it's a success. Here, a little bit closer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this recipe as well. If you make it, please let me know down in the comments under the video. I also have this recipe in written form on my website, veganrunnereats.com. I've linked it up in the video description down below. I have another recipe video that uses soy curls. This is the soy curl fajita or taco filling. It's really simple and super flavorful. Please give it a watch and let me know what you think. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.